So let's look. So the last step of becoming a U.S. citizen is where you will get an oath ceremony. Like we can see here in this photo. Has anyone, now with COVID, you cannot go to oath ceremonies, but has anyone gone to an oath ceremony before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after you pass your citizenship interview, then you wait, and after 1 month or 2 months, you'll get what's called an oath ceremony. So you'll go and you'll take the oath of allegiance. Can someone tell me, what does oath mean?
Promise.
Yes, an oath is a promise.
Promise.
Good. And what about allegiance? What does allegiance mean?
Loyalty.
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 Good. So the oath of allegiance is a promise of loyalty.
Loyalty.
Promise of loyalty. So when you're loyal to someone, it means you are following. If you're loyal to the United States, you're following the laws, and you are supporting the government and supporting the country. So when you take this oath of allegiance, you are promising to be, what are you promising to be?
Loyal.
Good. You are promising to be loyal to, and what country are you promising to be loyal to?
United States.
Good. And how do I spell United States?
UNITED.
Okay. UNITED.
STATES.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. STATES. Very good. You're promising to be loyal to the United States, which means you will follow the laws of the United States.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. You will support the government.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And you will support the country.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Good, good. So if they ask you, what does the oath of allegiance mean? You would say, I promise
To
to be loyal
Loyal to
to
the
the
United
United
States.
States. Okay, so let's practice. Let's see. Aisha, what does the oath of allegiance mean?
Promise to be loyalty to the United States.
Good, you promise to be loyal to the United States. Very good. What about Nant Win? What does oath of allegiance mean? Nant Win, can you hear me?
Why, teacher?
What does oath of allegiance mean?
Promise.
You promise to
Promise to be loyal to the United States.
Good. Abdul Shakur, what does the oath of allegiance mean?
Maybe loyalty, promise.
Yeah.
You're promising loyalty to who?
United States.
United States.
To the United States. Good, good. And let's see, La, what does oath of allegiance mean?
I promise to be loyal to
Yeah.
the United States.
Good.
Oh, no.
And so when we promise our loyalty, again, remember, it means you're following the laws, like not hurting people, not stealing. So the
Yeah.
laws of the United States.
Yeah.
You are supporting the government. And what
Yes.
kind of government do we have in the United States? What do we call the United States government?
President.
That's the president,
President.
but do we have a communist government or do we have a democracy for the government?
Democracy. Government.
Democracy.
Good. So supporting the government means you're supporting our government, which is a democracy. Good. And then also you are supporting
The
the
country.
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 So one of the questions when you are applying for citizenship asks about if you have a hereditary title. What's a hereditary title?
King or queen.
King or queen.
Good. King or queen. So if you are a United States citizen, can you be a king or queen of another country?
No.
No. Good.
No.
So supporting the country means that you are here to be a United States citizen. You cannot be a US citizen and like Queen of England, King of Burma. No, you have to just
No.
be a United States citizen. Good.
Yes.
So that's the very first thing, is understanding this oath of allegiance, which you will take, the very last part, and that's when you get your citizenship certificate. They'll have everyone stand up and they'll raise their hand and they promise loyalty to the United States. Okay. So then the next question they ask, do you support the Constitution and form of government
Government.
of the United States?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Good.
I do.
So this question you'd want to say, yes, I do.
Do.
And what does support mean?
Helping.
With government helping.
Mhm.
Help.
Sorry, can you say that one more time, Abdul?
Help. So,
Helping? Yeah, it
you,
could mean
you need to helping someone, some else. So like,
good. Mhm.
but
So very good. So one type of support is helping. So that's the next few questions we'll see. They're asking questions if you will help the country, help the government. Good. Also, another type of support is to agree
Read.
with the Constitution. You agree, and that you like the Constitution, that you will be loyal to the Constitution. Because the Constitution, what is the supreme law of the land?
Constitution.
Good. So when you say you will support the Constitution, it means you will follow the laws. Supporting the Constitution is also the same as following the laws. And also that's the same with the government. If you support the government, means you will follow the
The law.
United States government, and that you agree to the United States government. So let's practice. Kanya Pa, do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
Good. Let's see who else. Gultaj, do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Yes, you do. Good. Hassan, do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
Good. So that's the first question. I always say this question comes at the end of the yes or no's. So you'll be saying a lot of no's, no, 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 and then listen for, do you support the Constitution? If you hear that, you want to say yes.
Yes.
You don't want to say no to that question. Okay. Then they'll ask, do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Understand.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And one more time, let's see. What is the oath of allegiance?
I promise to be
I
loyal to
promise
the
to the
United States and I will obey the law.
Good. I promise to be loyal to the United States.
state.
And also you can say, yes,
Read the
I
law.
promise to obey the laws.
No.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Nilar U, do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Good. And Safan, what is the oath of allegiance?
I promise to be loyal
Loyal.
to the United States. I promise to obey the laws.
Good. And Mohammed Farouk, do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. And one more. Sanuwara, what is the oath of allegiance?
I promise to be loyal to the United States. I promise to obey the law.
Good, yeah, obey the law, same as just following the laws. Okay, students, the 100 question, what is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law.
Oh, no.
Good, so in the oath of allegiance, you are agreeing to the rule of law, which means everyone must follow
The laws.
Everyone must follow the law. Do I, the teacher, do I need to follow the laws?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Does the president need to follow the laws?
Yes.
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 Does-
Everyone must follow the law.
Good, yes. Everyone must follow the law. Good. Okay. Now the next question they ask, are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you can say, yes, I do, or you can say,
Yes.
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 Good. And are you willing just means, are you ready and do you want to? So if somebody does not want to take the oath of allegiance, the promise of loyalty to the United States, then somebody, you have to take the oath of allegiance to become a US citizen. So that's why they ask this question. They make sure you want to and you're okay with promising loyalty to the United States, because that is a part of becoming a US citizen. So let's see. Muterler, are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Or also you can say this one. Sorry, this one should be, yes, I am. That's my mistake. I'm sorry. You'd say, yes, I am. Okay, let's see. Aisha, are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Good. Gultaj, are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I am.
Good. Saleh Ahmad, are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Okay, good. Okay, let's keep going. The next question. If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
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 I do.
Mm-hmm. Good. You could say yes, or you would say, for this one, you would say, yes, I am.
And
You're willing. Yes, I am. Or you could just say yes is also okay. And what does it mean to bear arms?
Army.
United States.
Good, good. So yes, I heard a few correct answers. To fight for the country.
Fight for the country.
To be in the army.
The army.
The army, because we can see, what is this man in the photo?
Soldier. Army.
Yes, he's an army soldier.
Army soldier.
So this question is asking, if the government ever asks you to be in the army or to fight for the United States, would you do that? And let's see, law. If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes, I am.
Good. And Nant Win, what does it mean to bear arms?
To fight for the country, to be in the army.
Army. Good. Let's see. Nilar U, if the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes, I am.
Good. And Abdul Shakur, what does it mean to bear arms?
To fight for the country, to be in the army.
Very good. To fight for the country. So when they say to bear arms, it's not actually talking about your arms. Bearing arms means to fight for the country. Very good. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Okay, let's keep going. What about, then the next question asks, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I
Say
am.
yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am, or you can say yes. And what does non-combatant mean?
Not combatant. No fighter.
Good, good. So if you are performing non-combatant Combatant services, that means you are not
Not
fighting.
fighting. No fighting.
Because combat, the word combat means fighting. So non-combatant would be not fighting. So if you are in the army, but you're not fighting, you may be doing something like what this man is doing. What is he?
Doctor.
Doctor.
He's a doctor.
Yes.
So this question, it's asking if you would be, it's really just asking, would you be a doctor or a nurse in the U.S. Army? So that's what this question is asking. It's asking if you would be a doctor or a nurse in the U.S. Army if the government asked you to. Let's try Roxana. If the
Yes.
law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am.
Good. And Sanuara, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
I am.
And let's see. And Safan, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am.
Very good. And then the last one, it asks, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Good, you say yes or yes, I am. And for national importance, what do you think this man, what is he doing in this photo?
Baby. Carrying baby.
Yeah, so he's helping a baby, so helping a baby or a person. What about, can you see what's happened to the buildings behind him?
Is broke. Broke.
Mhm. The buildings are broke, very good. They're destroyed.
Yeah.
So work of national importance would be to help people in the country if something bad happens. So we can see here, maybe in this photo, sometimes there are big earthquakes. Has anyone ever been in an earthquake? Where the ground moves and shakes. Has anyone ever been in an earthquake?
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
I heard one yes. You've been in an earthquake?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah, sometimes earthquakes can destroy buildings. So if an earthquake or if a hurricane, a tornado, if bad weather was to destroy a city, so work of national importance would be helping the people in the city and helping to save people or to give them food if they were to need help.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions about this?
No.
No? Okay, let's practice. Let's see. Ikram, are you here?
No, Ikram, me, dan Nur Yasmin.
Okay, great. Nur Yasmin. So if the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes, I.
Yes, I am.
Good, good. And let's see. Also, Nant Win, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Kanya Pa, if the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction? Okay, good. So now let's just take a look. I'll show you on the citizenship application where it says that. So last week we were looking at the citizenship application. Okay. So this is what it looks like when you apply to become a United States citizen. First, they ask you questions about your name, if you'd like to change your name, your personal information like your social security number, your birthday, when you came to the United States. So they ask you lots of information about the last 5 years living in the United States. Then they ask you these yes or no questions. And at the very end is where we can see their questions number 45 through 50. So let's all practice together. So number 45, do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
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 Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I
Yes.
Yes.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
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 If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
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 Good. So always, because they'll go from asking, like, have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
No.
No.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
No.
Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
Oh.
No.
No.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
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 Good, good. I was trying to see if I could catch anyone saying no, but you got it. So
You're kidding.
questions, so always listen very carefully. If you're
Carefully.
not
Yes.
sure what they said, it's okay to ask them to say, excuse me, can you please repeat that? Because you want to make sure you understand what they're
Oh, the
asking,
religion ka do.
so you can make sure you're saying yes or no, and
No.
it's correct.